Well, it was a chilly start to the work week today, this 18th day of April, to say the least. Good news is, weather-wise, a dramatic, big, and positive change around the corner in the weather department. I'll be glad to go out on that note tonight. But before I do, I want to say, first of all, thank you for allowing me to have some of your time this evening and spend it with me. And as I do, we'll go over headlines, which will include whether or not, at least in our opinion, for now, East Kentucky's Noah Thompson did enough last night on Idle to make it from 20 to the 14. That will continue on after tonight's decision from America's votes. Yes. We'll take a look back, see how he did and handled Harry Styles last night. Yeah. I also have Johnson County authorities arresting a Mcgoffin County man for stealing a catalytic converter. They've been experiencing a number of those thefts in that area. And I also have what I can tell you about a shooting a man shot 8 times in Sayersville Friday evening. That is still an investigation by the Kentucky State Police, but I do have some details, and I'll pass that along to you in just a few moments. We as well have an important event today, more than just a flag raising and a moment of silence, but those honoring April, which is National Donate Life Month. Are you an organ donor? Well, if you're not, you might consider it after tonight's report, and all of that begins in just a moment or two.
I'm Kelly Collins from Golden Law Office. I began my legal career in Lexington, representing some of the nation's largest insurance companies. This experience provided me with the inside knowledge as to how the insurance company will prepare to defend your case. I'm now taking that knowledge and returning to my hometown in Eastern Kentucky to help those hurt through no fault of their own. If you or a family member have been injured in an auto or truck accident, call Golden Law Office today.
Car wrecks,
truck wreck,
disability,
workers' comp,
slip and fall.
wrongful death.
Your case matters to you.
Your case matters to us. Contact McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
I'm Neil Adams, Republican candidate for Sheriff of Mcgoffin County. My main duty as sheriff will be to protect all the people of Mcgoffin County, and especially our elderly and youth, from the ongoing drug scourge. I am not a politician, but I am a highly trained narcotics detective with over 21 years of law enforcement experience. I know and I see people every day that express their concerns about the illegal drug activity in our county. I hear your voices, and I'm letting you know that help is on the way. I ask all fellow Republicans to join my team in helping me to fight this drug epidemic in our county. Vote Neil Adams, Republican for Sheriff.
Hello, my name is Travis Joseph, and I'm a Democrat candidate for the office of Mcgoffin County Attorney. For the past 12 years, it has been my pleasure to serve as your Assistant County Attorney. This office is an extremely challenging and important job. In most cases, if you have to go see the county attorney, you're having a problem. You could be the victim of a crime. You could have received a traffic citation. You may be seeking treatment for a loved one with a substance abuse problem or mental health issue, or you may have a loved one that due to sickness or injury may be in need of legal guardianship. In those situations, it is important to be able to turn to someone with the knowledge and experience necessary to guide you through those difficult and scary times. For 12 years, I've handled all those matters on a daily basis, and I'm fully confident in my ability to serve you when you need help the most. On May 17th, I ask you to vote for me, Travis Joseph, as your next Mcgoffin County Attorney. Thank you.
First, let me thank those of you who have welcomed me into their homes. It's been a pleasure. For those I've missed, I'm not done yet. I'm visiting as many folks as possible. Let me assure you, I'm capable and willing to do this job. I believe it's time for a change. I will never let the citizens down. I will never lose my integrity, nor will I ever forget who I am or where I come from. I will always be a servant to the people. Customer service, better hours, friendly staff, and the willingness to help everyone will always be my top priority. Together we can make a change. I'm asking to be your Mcgoffin County Clerk.
Hello, Mcgoffin County. I'm Brian Montgomery, your current jailer. I'd like to take this opportunity to ask you for your vote and support in this upcoming election. I've been in this line of work for the last 25 years, with 14 years being at the detention center, and now the last 11 and a half as your jailer, with continued training every year. I hope that I have helped you or a loved one somewhere along the way, and I hope that you will continue to let me serve you and come out on May 17th and vote for me, Brian Montgomery, for jailer, #1 on the ballot. Thank you.
Now, for our first headline this evening, I said Sayersville a few moments ago. Technically, a Mcgoffin County residence was the scene of a shooting on Friday evening. This is where a man was shot, at least, from what I understand after speaking to law enforcement officials who were at least a part of the investigation, at least 8 times. Here's what I know at this hour. That the investigation didn't begin in Mcgoffin County because it was at the Paintsville ARH medical facility where a man who had been shot in Mcgoffin County was left in the parking lot. And that's the best way I can describe that as of right now with the information that I have. What I can tell you is that authorities in Johnson County were called after a man, a male, black, age, name unknown at this time, was left in the parking lot of the Paintsville ARH after being shot multiple times. I know that the Kentucky State Police, Paintsville Police Department, Johnson County Sheriff's Department all responded. I have been able to confirm that the victim did give his information to authorities, as well did give them the identity of his accused shooter, IDing that shooter. However, I do not have that information nor can release the information that we do have right now per the ongoing investigation in regards to the identity of either man. The victim was said to be a black male, age unknown. The shooter was also said to be a black male, possibly from the Michigan area, who at last report was still being sought by authorities. I can also tell you that after authorities arrived at the hospital that evening and conducted their investigation, it resulted in a search warrant being executed at the residence of a Minnie Combs on Elk Creek. There were actually 2 search warrants, I am told, by authorities executed at that residence that night related to the shooting, where they did find evidence thereof and then later found drug and other items as well, which resulted in the second search warrant being executed. A quantity of heroin, multiple bags, I'm told, found while they were investigating the shooting, which later, of course, turned into a drug investigation as well. The state police is handling the case. We have requested a press release from them today, have not received such as of this hour, but I will tell you more information just as soon as I have it and am able to do so. With that said, Johnson County authorities arrested a Mcgoffin County man late last night at the intersection of 40 and 460. It was there that they found 2 men who were in the process of stealing a catalytic converter, which had been partially cut from a vehicle that was sitting beside the road. According to arrest citations, there was a truck found sitting behind a car that had been sitting on the side of the road near the intersection of 40 and 460 for a couple of days. It had been broke down and left there by its owner. An officer, Jeremiah Watson of the Johnson County Sheriff's Department, was noted to have pulled up behind the vehicle when he saw it there and found 2 men standing in the area next to the vehicles. The car was actually up on a jack and the catalytic converter had been cut half off. This man, says the citation, Jade Arnett, admitted to being the driver of the truck and only had a Kentucky ID as his license had been suspended for DUI violation, telling the officer that he'd been asked to tow the vehicle to Oil Springs. However, upon investigation, the car did not come back as being registered to the person he claimed to have asked him to tow it. The officers also found a saw laying where one of the 2 men had thrown it, and a passenger in the truck who was standing there also claimed that Arnett was the one attempting to steal the catalytic converter. They also found, upon inspection, a small amount of marijuana and some scales in Arnett's vehicle. He was charged with driving on a DUI suspended license, theft by unlawful taking from an automobile, tampering with physical evidence, possession of marijuana, and drug paraphernalia. Still a lot more ground to cover this evening, and I'll pick it up right after a few messages.
Are you ready for warm weather and a little sunshine? The Appalachian Wireless team has decided to have the ultimate spring break event. A sale so big with so many savings opportunities, you'll be thinking it's Christmas in April. The spring break event is going on now through the end of April, and all smartphones are on sale with Appalachian Advantage. Spring into an Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us on the web to see what deals have sprung at our spring break event. We know what you want because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Hello, I'm William Bill Mead, Republican candidate for Mcgoffin County Sheriff. One of the candidates recently said that training and experience didn't matter. that no one has done anything in Mcgoffin County yet. You know what? I agree. Nothing has been done in Mcgoffin County yet, but that can change on May 17th. With over 33 years experience in law enforcement, I have a strategy to combat the drug problem that we've been facing for years. I believe in and support rehabilitation for those with drug addiction. If they want help, we should support them so that they can return to their families and be productive in society. But we can't allow those that want to make a living destroying the lives of our loved ones to continue. If you're ready for a positive change, I ask for your vote and support. I'm number 4 on the Republican ballot, but number 1 for Mcgoffin County.
Check out the latest in savings on new sets of tires and vehicle maintenance at Conley's, like $150 back on Goodyears, $120 back on Bridgestones, and big deals on Firestone, Hankook, General, and more. All with perfect snap-on balancing, and where they only charge $35 for state-of-the-art computer diagnostics to fix exactly what you need and get you back on the road. On the web at conleytire.net or stop by in Staffordsville. Whether the new year brings you new dreams or you're working towards the same ones, let Salyersville National Bank help you build, bank, or save for them. Salyersville National has been helping dreams come true since 1902. Give them a call at the main location, 349-3131, or the branch, 6121. The month of April is designated as National Donate Life Month. The number of those awaiting a transplant on the official list for a life-saving organ is over 100,000 each and every day, and a new person is added to that list every 9 minutes. And nowhere in my 23 years behind this desk, or some, have I seen an organization or an entity such as the Mcgoffin County Circuit Court Clerk's Office do as much to promote becoming an organ donor. And that was the purpose and reason and motivation behind this morning's flag raising, just across the way.
This is our Pause to Give Life event, and what a wonderful time it is to pause and just to remember the value of life. It is life is just so precious and valuable.
Indeed, 17 people die every day waiting for an organ. And one organ, eye and tissue donor, can save and heal over 75 people.
As we look to today, celebrating at 10:08, the fact that one organ donor can save up to 8 lives. We're going to take a moment of silence here in just a moment when the flag is raised to remember the 100,000 people that are currently waiting. And Lord, I pray that they would be a blessing. Lord, I pray for those that are here this morning that have been a recipient or a donor. Lord, I praise for the wonderful and amazing abilities for that you have given our scientists to be able to transplant organs. Lord, for the kindness, for the gentleness that you have given people to soften their hearts to become organ donors, that they would give of their organs. Lord, we pray for each and every single one of these 100,000 people that are waiting right now on an organ transplant list. God, I pray.
And while there are that many waiting, and there is that big of a need for people to become an organ donor, there are prayers that have been answered. With a local woman and friend of the show knowing all too well.
I stand here today as a donor, and I also have a son that's a recipient. It saved his life, and just to think and to realize what a donor can do. And it's just a blessing to see how the Mcgoffin County Circuit Court Clerk's Office works and trying to encourage donors. And I'm asking everyone out there, Mcgoffin County, state of Kentucky, please be a donor. I mean, it's a blessing just to know that you're going to save someone else's life for it. And, you know, I stand here today and I can rejoice because my son's life, he's got a life. And it's because of a donor. a donor, that someone was willing. We never knew about donors or organ donors years ago, but now medical science has blessed us to save someone else's life. So I'm asking you today, be a donor, and thank you, Rick, for your time that you spend helping others and bringing us news, good and bad news. And that's the way it goes. There's always good, but there's always bad that follows. But I thank God today for the good things, and I pray that this will continue on. God bless all.
We'll take a quick look at Noah Thompson's performance last night on Idol and the judges' reaction thereto in just a few moments. Right now, an updated Mcgoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. A big reminder, the countywide cleanup campaign kicks off pretty soon. That's next week for District 2 residents. That is, if you vote in Magisterial District 2, your cleanup is next week. And Sagersville coincides with the schedule as usual, so keep that in mind, city residents. District 3 will be later on May the 9th through the 13th. And then District 1 residents in the county, the 23rd through the 27th of May. And I'll remind you from time to time. The Water into Wine April schedule continues with this Wednesday's Commodity Day on the 20th, which is this Wednesday again, 9 till noon. And Senior Commodity Day is this Thursday, 12:30 till 2. Call 606-349-6301 if you have any questions. And another big event coming up this week for seniors and anyone who would like to really see something cool, the Kentucky Humanities Council and their Chautauqua series have another performance coming to Mcgoffin County at the Senior Citizen Center this Thursday evening at 6. Jemima Boone, as depicted in her life on the frontier. This is free, and it's at the Senior Citizen Center again, and just a wonderful opportunity to really learn something and be entertained by the Kentucky Humanities Council. And when you have a calendar announcement, a birthday, or an anniversary wish you want to share, remember, this is indeed how you get it done. And remember, if you want a birthday or birth announcement or anniversary printed or published in the Sagersville Independent, they're free there too, but don't send them to me. Send those to Heather at SagersvilleIndependent.com. Moving on, we turn to funeral service announcements tonight, provided nightly by our friends at the Mcgoffin County Funeral Home, where services have now been set for tomorrow morning at 11 for 55-year-old Jackie Lynn Blanton of Sagersville, who passed away Monday in Ohio. Born to King James Blanton and the late Hetty Rowe Blanton, she's survived by her father and her sons, Brandon, Brian, and Benny Patrick, and her daughter Ashley Patrick, her brother Danny Downing as well, and sisters Opal Back, Ella Reisner, and Angela Sue Blanton, and 9 grandchildren. Services start in the morning at 11 from the Fritz Church of God. Friends can visit the church this evening and prior to tomorrow's services. Services have also been set for Wednesday at 1 o'clock for 71-year-old Dolores Jordan of Sagersville. She passed away last Thursday in Winchester. The daughter of the late Henry J. and Rushi Church Van Hoos. She's survived by her sons, Keith Van Hoos, Kenneth Jordan, and Philip Jordan, and a host of grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren, and family. Dolores is preceded in death by her husband, Bobby, and one daughter, Melissa Stephanie Van Hoos. Funeral services are Wednesday at 1 from the Ivington Baptist Church. Friends can call on the church the rest of this evening and all day tomorrow for visitation. Not everything has changed over the years. Fraser's Prater Drugstore is still your most trusted pharmacy, where you can get your prescription brought to you curbside or make your way to the counter for a snack, lunch, or an incredibly sweet treat. And check out Strings and Things inside the shack, the Radio Shack, musical instruments, guns, ammo, electronics, and more. It's as wonderfully unique of a shopping experience as is the selection at Fraser's Prater Drugstore in downtown Sagersville.
Hello folks, I'm Jeff Lovely. I would like to ask for your vote and support to elect me as your next Mcgoffin County attorney. I've been practicing law for 25 years. In that time, I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of county attorney offices throughout eastern Kentucky. I've learned that the best county attorneys are available and willing to listen when you have a question or a problem, and will do everything that they can to help.
So I would like to ask for your vote and support to elect me your next Mcgoffin County attorney so I can be there for you and your family.
Hello, my fellow Mcgoffin Countyans. My name is Carson Sloan, and I'm a candidate for Magistrate District 2. As your magistrate, I will apply the same core values I have held myself to all my life. As your magistrate, I will always be honest, hardworking, trusting, and dependable. I will be a full-time employee for you, the people of District 2 and Mcgoffin County as a whole. So on May 17th, please cast your vote for Carson Sloan for Magistrate District 2, number 1 on the ballot and number 1 for the job. Thank you.
It is never too early for spring to spring at the seasonal shop, and it has. With new ladies' fashions in and arriving daily from all the fashion houses you've come to love, like Royce, Mud Pie, Charlie Page, Simply Southern. They have a new line of spring tees from Ivory Ella and amazing scents in soaps, body lotions, and home fragrance diffusers by Michael Design Works, with something for every room in the house. Plus new home decor, and as always, so much more at the seasonal shop in downtown Sayersville.
Since 1974, the Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad has been providing emergency aid and rescue services to the citizens of Mcgoffin County. In 2021, the Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad answered 307 calls for service, requiring 20,968 man-hours and logging 515 man-hours of training. On this May 5th, 6th, and 7th, the Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad will be conducting its 43rd annual media auction live through WRLV 106.5, Howard's TV Cable, Channel 15, Foothills Communication, Channel 2, and YourNewsToday's YouTube channel. All items and donations are also printed in the Sayersville Independent. Merchants from Mcgoffin County and Eastern Kentucky have donated items and services to be auctioned, and ad time can be purchased for $10 a spot. This is the primary fundraiser for the Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad. If you have any questions or would like to make a donation, please call the Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad, Station 1, at 606-349-5500. Thank you. The 43rd annual Mcgoffin County Rescue Squad media auction is dedicated to the memory of Captain Carter Connolly.
Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
At Golden Law Office, our attorneys previously represented the nation's largest insurance and trucking companies, handling cases involving serious personal injury and death. We know their strategies, how they will defend the case, and what factors drive large settlements. The attorneys at Golden Law Office can use this inside knowledge to ensure your case is handled effectively and aggressively. Hiring Golden Law Office provides you with a strategic advantage. Call Golden Law Office today.
So the question remains at this hour, did Noah Thompson do enough to get him on through last night and go from being one of 20 to one of 14? In my opinion, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll show you a portion of his performance last night. Admittedly, at the same time, it is astounding to sit and watch this show. And I have watched Idol before. I've watched a lot of reality TV and entertainment when it's real like this. There's, of course, The Voice and a lot of other programs. And they all have a similar thread. Not all, but many of them have a similar thread to the fact that it's just amazing sometimes to see the people who have such an outstanding talent that perhaps no one in their house even knew about. And here they are, in front of the whole nation, whittled down from hundreds of thousands to a handful, like Noah Thompson. He has some tough competition in this competition, but as of right now, our Louisa native is certainly perhaps more than just holding his own.
Wow, that was awesome.
All right, before you walk out on stage for the rest of your life, say, I have arrived. Once you say that, then you walk out, and wherever you are in that space and time is your victory lap. Tonight, you were just a little shy. You have made it, my brother. Enjoy this run.
You just deserve the world.
Exactly.
You are a great human being.
I know.
I miss my baby. I bet you miss your baby.
Right. Yes.
But the way that you sang your baby just touched my heart. And it's amazing. You're so humble and beautiful.
Right.
And so whatever happens, you've got your shot. You have opened the door. Just walk through it.
Yeah. You're going to all shucks your way to the top. And you know that, and it's authentic. You're just waking up, putting your boots on one boot at a time, and man, you're getting more confident, and you're getting better and better, and you're doing Harry.
He's getting a haircut.
Yeah, you're doing Harry Styles songs. I mean, you're growing, and then through all that, there's just a really awesome feeling heart, and that's what America loves to watch.
That's right.
So yeah, that's what the judges had to say last night after he performed another out-of-the-box song. You know, it was Rihanna a few weeks ago. Last night it was Falling by Harry Styles, making a country tune out of it. With the judges wowed just as much by his talent as you heard them as they are by his heart.
What am I now? What am I now? What if I'm someone I don't want around? I'm falling again, falling again, falling. I get the feeling that you'll never need me again. What am I now? What am I now? What if you're someone I just want around? I'm falling again, falling again, falling. What am I now? What if I'm out? What if you're someone you won't talk about? I'm falling again, falling again, falling.
And tonight, America's votes will be released, and we'll know who goes on into the top 14. So, in addition to filming some commercials tonight, filming the Saginaw City Council meeting that's starting in just a few seconds, I'll be glued to Idle. We'll talk about that tomorrow, as well as a host of other news. With that said, we'll wrap up tonight's program with your forecast, where indeed a dramatic change. We've got frost on a couple of occasions, and we've got the low to mid-80s as well rolling around before the end of the week, I guess technically by the weekend. Yeah, there's nothing on the radar out there right now, even though the forecast is calling for a 50% chance of showers, mainly before 1. So don't be surprised if you see a sprinkle or two. Again, nothing really happening out there right now, and if we see anything, we're talking less than 1/10 of an inch. So we're going to go with just cloudy skies. I think that will become partly cloudy during the rest of the overnight. But with that, we will see temperatures down into the low 30s, which means a frosty start to your Tuesday. So 34 tonight and in the morning. We'll be followed by some sunshine tomorrow. Westerly winds up to 23 miles per hour at times. So another breezy, sunny day in the neighborhood. I mean, it's been a breezy, whether or not we've had sun, day almost every single day for weeks. Frost tomorrow night as we'll bottom out at 34 degrees again. Don't get me wrong, 52, mostly sunny, but windy, and a cool night at the end of it. But a nice Tuesday, but even nicer Wednesday. So we'll start off with that AM frost, and then we'll crank it up to about 66 degrees by the afternoon. And then we'll only fall down to 51 by Wednesday night. So some frost at the start of your hump day, but sunny and nice the rest thereof. Clouds will increase and thicken during the night Wednesday night, a prelude of things to come. During the overnight and late Wednesday night and into your very early Thursday morning, we have about a 30% chance of showers, like between 4 and 7 in the a.m. Thursday. So just a small little blip on the radar, but close to 70 for your Thursday. We'll see more clouds than sunshine, obviously, with this next setup in a low of 52. And then, what we've all been waiting for. Will it stick this time? I see another little cold snap somewhere brewing, if not more than one. But 78 and mostly sunny never looks so good. That's what we're looking at Friday. And the 80s for your weekend. Mostly sunny, 84 Saturday. Temperatures falling just a bit. Another approaching system gives us a chance of some showers late Sunday and into the first of next week. But look at that. Mostly sunny 78 Friday, mostly sunny 84 Saturday, mostly sunny 81 Sunday, mostly sunny and still the upper 70s on Monday with albeit a 40% chance of showers. But whatever. Look at those temperatures with the sunshine to boot. That's it. That's my time. Thank you for allowing me to have some of yours, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.